Starting the week off with a really good sale. This one sold within 10 days. I purchased this from Goodwill 2 weeks ago. It's a Calvin Klein dress in a size 16W. This is such a beautiful dress. It's like a very, very, very light pink kind of cocktail dress. I think it's really great for a wedding, for a shower. There's so many different things you could wear this dress for, even like any special occasion really. I think I had this listed for $60 and I'd had a couple offers come in like 2 weeks ago, like really fast, and I countered them both and didn't get any response back. So this morning when I woke up to a $40 offer for this, I gladly accepted. I did pay $7.99 for this at Goodwill and I wound up with a $24 profit. So I'm really happy with the sale, really quick and a really good profit. Good start to our week. So I did have 2 sales come in yesterday on Sunday, one on eBay and one on Poshmark, and neither one I had any cost basis into, so everything was profit. So first is my first sale from this lot of clothing that my brother-in-law grabbed from Facebook Marketplace. It was somebody who's like moving out of the area and was like really cleaning out their house, and I feel like she found like all her clothes from when she was a teenager. So I have a lot of like Y2K vintage things, and this one sold in less than 24 hours. Looks super plain. First of all, this baby doll silhouette, it's selling really big. I didn't have this exact one in high school, but when I tell you I had a white camisole with black polka dots, very similar. I can literally picture photos of myself wearing it, but this one just happened to be intimately Free People. It's the only Free People thing that was in that lot, and I was like, oh my god, I have to get this listed. I actually tried finding any information about this label online. Couldn't find anything, but there's no way this isn't very vintage, early 2000s. So tiny. I did like post measurements because this says extra small. Oh my goodness, it's extra small. I would say it's like extra, extra, extra small, but like I said, I posted the measurements. So I think I listed this like around 20, expecting a lot less from that. On eBay, someone sent me an offer for $15. Gladly accepted $15 for this. I have no cost into it. So after fees, I wound up with a profit of $19.15. So easy sell. Like I said, less than 24 hours. The other one I mentioned in the last What Sold video, I've been having my dad source for me, and actually my mom just got in on it this past week too. This is something he grabbed at a yard sale, and I think he had gotten a bunch of things and like offered the person like $5 for everything, and the other stuff was for him, so I don't even think he paid anything for this bag. So it is a brand new leather tote bag from the brand Maddie Claire, which after looking it up, it appears to be some sort of like in-house Macy's brand. Brand new. It also inside has like everything, all the hardware is still completely wrapped, as you can see. And in here there's like an additional strap. I'm gonna have to like stuff this and find a bigger box. Like even though it's Poshmark, I don't think I have a priority mail this size, so I'm just gonna have to use like an Amazon box or something. Like I said, he didn't pay anything for it. I saw, you know, like sales in like the 20s, 30s for this brand, so I listed it for $30, and I was sent an offer on Poshmark for $21, so I accepted that, and I came out with a $16.80 profit on this bag. And like I said, it's like 100% leather, brand new, unused, and like I know this like boho patchwork kind of situation's really in right now, so. And I did not say. This one sold in only 9 days, so it was a really fast sale. Another sale with basically no money into it. This one sold in 35 days. This is a Lululemon headband. I mentioned, I think it was my last video, I had a bundle, or maybe the one before, that I had seen a bag of headbands I was gonna get for Phoebe, and it was like $5 for this bag, and it wound up having 9 Lululemon headbands. So after even selling one of them, I'm completely in the profit. On eBay, I sent out an offer for this one for $9.35. And I wound up with making $7 and a penny for this little headband here. So, and I didn't head to the post office yet, so perfect timing. So last night I did have one sale come through from my personal collection, and this one sold on eBay, which I didn't expect this to sell on eBay. So this is a Hollister, it's called their must-have collection, and it's a size large, and it's this like knit kind of material. It's cropped length with these sleeves like this. I got this, I'm pretty sure, not long after I had Phoebe, and I ordered it. I definitely got it on ThreadUp, and I wound up getting an offer on eBay for $10. and I wound up with like a $8.99 profit after everything. This is a win. I just kind of listed this on a whim because it's kind of very plain, and I feel like Hollister isn't like a big seller, and I definitely didn't, I thought it was going to be like a Depop one. I did not think this would sell on eBay. So a very welcome surprise, and more money I can invest into my business. Guys, the way I just was like, well, let me double check everything and make sure nothing came in this morning. And I was like, oh wait, I had 2 orders come through last night and I forgot. The brain, it's not braining perfectly. And now we're at that point where the sun's right in front of us. Also forgot to say that Hollister shirt sold in 29 days. This next one sold in 15 on Depop. Finally got our Depop, first time in like a week. And it's from the same batch of clothing that Free People tank top came from. And it's these low-rise denim shorts. My God. Got an offer on Depop for $15 for these. These are low-rise. They're in actually really good condition. They're like distressed. They have all this like detail on them. The brand is Almost Famous. They're size 7, but you could not pay me to put it on a short like this anymore. Like I said, I got an offer for $15, which gave me a $12.64 profit since I had nothing going into these. So yeah, now I need to be like better up here about everything because wow, almost missed that say. Almost missed taking that today. Welcome back to When the Sun's in My Eyes. If you're like, why don't you just close the windows? This room we're in is so undone since we moved into this house, and this room didn't come with blinds or curtains on the windows, so we had some bare windows 24/7 in here, which it's interesting, but it just hasn't been on the priority list first. The first thing is this room needs to be painted. Regardless, I just had a Depop sale that I've been waiting like weeks to come through, basically because this item is my most liked item on Depop, which shocked me. And not only that, like it's had over 100 likes, which when I picked this up at the last 99-cent shirt day, I was like, I really thought I was banking on this. It's a paisley, like brown collared shirt. It's a 2X. The brand is Kate Hill. It's a rayon spandex mix. You know, it's a really, really nice, comfortable material, but I really picked this up on a whim. Wow, it got dark. Here's a little better. Actually, there's another 99-cent sale that I'm going to today. So this one, I sent out an offer for $15 that was accepted. So I wound up with like a $12 profit on it, a little bit over that, and it sold in 24 days. So I'm pretty sure that 99-cent sale, I've already made my money back. And I've only sold like 4 or 5 of the shirts, and I'm going to another one today. Yeah, this sun. I need a better solution. I just had an offer come through on Poshmark. This is a cardigan that I sourced during a 99-cent sale. It is a cotton full button cardigan with this floral pattern from the Ann Taylor factory. Not really a brand I pick up, but because of the design and the cotton and the style of the overall cardigan, I did wind up grabbing it. I had it listed for $19 on Poshmark. I received an $11 offer, which I accepted. So I have a $7.06 profit on this cardigan, and this one sold in 27 days. I had 2 sales come in around dinner time today. The first one was Mercer, which was surprising for multiple reasons. 1, I feel like Mercer's been very quiet lately for me. And 2, it was a one-day, very quick turnaround sale. And it's this one item that I had gotten in a donation, and it's this little 49ers. Like, I don't know why someone around here had this San Francisco 49ers jersey. We live in a very Eagles area, and I was like, this is like legit like NFL apparel, brand new. Probably some kid wore it once condition. I was like, I don't know who Bowman is he a good player? I couldn't even find comps similar. 18-month size. I was like, you know what, I'll put it up for 20. Maybe I'll get like a $15 offer, 10, who knows. Today at dinner, someone offered me $13, and I was like, in less than a day, like, okay. So I actually wound up with a $11.27 profit on this adorable little one. And I get it. When Phoebe was a baby, I too had an Eagles jersey for her. My other sale is one that my dad sourced. My dad's sourcing is interesting. Sometimes he lets me say like, oh yeah, let's get that. Or sometimes he just goes a little rogue and gets stuff. This one, Yeah, it was fine. So it's a Docker's brand new belt. It's this like stretch material, which is very interesting. It's actually very cool. If it had been, it probably could have fit Scott, but it would have been probably a little tight. If it had been Scott's size, I would have maybe offered it to him. But you know, it's genuine leather, brand new, very cool. I actually had just like put a bunch of sales on a 48-hour sale on a bunch of items on Depop, just because like I want to get stuff moving, and Depop is the one site that doesn't have seller fees. So I was like, I'm more willing to like take a hit on Depop. So I actually wound up having someone take a $15 offer that I had sent out on this belt. So after the $5 cost of goods, I wound up with an $8.82 profit on this belt. And this one sold in 21 days, so 3 weeks. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I love selling belts. Okay, I had one final sale this week, and it wasn't the greatest week ever for selling. So I sold these capris on Poshmark from Victoria's Secret's pink line. They are like a cropped capri length, vintage Y2K. Only picked this up because right now it's like a bolo finding these vintage Victoria's Secret pants. I think the ones that really sell for a lot are the ones that are more like the flare legging, the flare pant. So I picked these up thinking just because they had the pink fold over that they would still sell. And honestly, they sold in 8 days, which I took an offer mainly because I was like, I don't know how long these are going to be like super sought after. So like, let's sell them while it's a fast turnaround. I had sourced these for $5.49. So I was really hoping that these would sell fast. And I had listed them for $30, expecting like around a $20 offer. Someone offered me $16 on Poshmark a few days ago, and I had countered to $20, mainly because Poshmark has the highest selling fees, and I was like, I'll make the least amount of profit if I sell it on Poshmark. And then yesterday they came back with a counter for $18. I was like, you know what, fast sale, still making a profit. Let's just do it. It's been a really bad sales week. So I wound up with a profit of $8.91 on these after only 8 days listed. So yeah, let's talk numbers for the week, because it was not. It might have been one of my worst weeks yet. And I've only been doing this like 2 months now. So for the week, I had 11 sales. So I think the week before I had 14, but I think I had some bigger sales the week before. I didn't really have any. I had one big sale. I started the week off with the one big sale. So I started on top and then I was gonna like trickle down. 6 of the sales were in March, and then the other 5 were in April. My total sales for the week came out to $212.58 with a profit of $127.12, which $127 in profit for how much I was working this week is less than ideal. I had 3 Poshmark sales, 4 eBay, 1 Macari, 3 Depop, and 0 on Curtsy. So I had the most on eBay this week. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll kind of recap March first, and then tell you like what my sales are looking like for April and like for the whole year. So for the month of March, I wound up with sales of $1,322.56, which is just insane considering I started this in February, with a profit of $879.91. And so far for April, with those 5 sales, my sales are $72 with a profit of $48.88. For the year, sales are $1,755.92 with a profit of $1,177.88. So yeah, when the stock market is intentionally tanked, it does affect people. Who would have thought? All I can say is buying secondhand is a great way to avoid the tariffs. It's a great way to screw the big companies, and it's a great way to support small businesses. I actually bought a bunch of clothes this past week from ThredUp, and I'm going to do like a thrifted haul once everything comes in. Show you guys some of the brands that I picked up for myself. Yeah, screw the man, buy secondhand. See you next week.